Joining me on deck is Sam Benjamin along with Brian Grunder, and they are here to talk about what they're doing because it sounds kind of crazy. But Brian is here and he's running 24 marathons in 24 days. Sam and Brian both started snowdropfoundation.org. We'll talk a little bit about that. But Brian, tell me why you're doing 24 marathons in 24 days.
Sure. We at Snowdrop, we raise funds for pediatric cancer patients and survivors. We provide scholarship funds for them. And we also work closely with Children's Hospital in Milwaukee to provide research funds. So one of the reasons we wanted to run 24 marathons in 24 days was to raise awareness for our cause. So we're going to run one marathon for every bed in the cancer unit.
So that's significant, 24 beds, right?
Yes.
And there are 24 runners in the country that started this? How's that work?
No, it's called 24 for 24.
Okay.
So we have myself in Wisconsin, we have Kevin Klein in Texas,
okay,
and we have a person in New York and California.
Oh, all right. And from what I understand, you're one of the last standing, is that right?
Yes, there's two of us left.
There's two of you. What happened to some of the other
Just
guys?
Injuries, shin splints. Kevin was dealing with a lot of heat issues in Texas. And
it's amazing to think of this. And Sam, you run when you can, but you haven't done the string of 24, right?
Yeah, I support Brian any way I can throughout this, and I mean it's amazing, and what each of them is going through, both personally from just trying to, we were up at 1:30 this morning, get out, do our marathon in the morning, then we go to work, and we have our families after work. So I mean, it's an amazing commitment that they're giving to try accomplishing this.
Tell me a little bit more about Snowdrop.
Well, like Brian was saying, I mean, Snowdrop started in Texas, and we started the Wisconsin chapter last year, and it's all about pediatric cancer research. It's one of the most underfunded cancer researches that there are, and so we're trying to raise as much awareness and funds as we can to help find a cure.
Yeah.
As we talk about the torture that we go through, or that Brian goes through and Kevin go through, it's nothing compared to what these kids go through, these families we've connected with. I mean, it's amazing what these kids are going through, and so we want to try help and try finding a cure.
Now, I noticed, I said right away, you probably got shin splints because of what you're wearing here.
I do.
I recognize that. But when you have that pain and you're running one of those marathons, is that what you think of, the kids?
I do. Like we said, we just ran a 100-mile event in early June, and we typically run with a picture of a child on our back, the child that we're running for. And so that's what we think about when we run. We think about the chemotherapy and the spinal taps and the blood draws. Our worst day of running doesn't even compare to what they're going through.
So how can we help real quick?
snowdropfoundation.org.
Okay.
You can make a donation. We have coming up in October, I think we mentioned to you, we're going to be running actually fully across the state. We're running from La Crosse to Appleton. We're ending at Children's Hospital Fox Valley, and then we're going to have a 5K.
Amazing.
And that's in October.
Sam, thanks for joining us. Brian,
Thank you.
Thanks
get
for having
running.
us.
You got a couple more miles to go today, I guess. We'll be right back. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin.